Hey guys, welcome back to Max Soulstorm for Unification. Today I am hyped to show you the first match of the Unification Invitational, Summer Invitational 2023. We have on the first map, which is Tranquilitiy, and for all games of the round of 8, we have on the southern side, playing Emperor's Children, we have Number6567. On the other side, on the northern side, we have cklempay playing these Salamanders in very orange colors indeed. The opener for him is a forge opener into generator, so we will see Thunderfire cannons probably. And for for Mr. Number, we have 1, 2, 3 pressure cultists into a second pleasure slave in the Slaneshi Lord, and 2 warp turbines. So this is the economy boom opener. You only have more or less your Slaneshi Lord, but you gain power from the warp turbines, you gain power from the pleasure cultist squad, so you get your points and immediately upgrade them to get a big old power boost. On the other side, yeah, there's the first Thunderfire cannon coming even before the first generator is out, because you have the power for it. You have 50 power cost for the forge and then 40 power for the Thunderfire cannon. Yeah, and we have a little dancing tech marine there, pathing at its finest. And you may or may not have noticed already on the top left side, I have gone the extra mile to give you something that has not been done before. Extra, how should I say, live resources and pop caps, as well as the tech level on this side. So yeah, and then you see also the score and a little banner or icon of the tournament that was made by JPdraws. He contacted me if I want to have something special for the tournament, and I said yes sir, and he made it for me. So I will probably have some social media of him in the description. But back to the game, we have 1, 2, 3. So we have the maximum of 3 Thunderfire cannons slowly marching down the river here, crossing the river and assaulting this side. But there is already the Slaneshi Lord. The Slaneshi Lord will get shot. How is the damage? That's quite good damage. So he does not want to be hit more than once or twice, especially if you have more than one. I'm not sure how big the damage against points of access is, but the big thing about them is that you have high burst damage, and yeah. I have already 1, 2 upgraded listing posts. Is this one upgraded? No. But he now starts to get the possessed conduit, and with the possessed conduit you can get the Pursuit of Perfection or something. Yeah, there's the Slaneshi Lord coming in. Yeah, so you can see the resources live more or less, but I can't, so I need to switch around to see that Mr. cklempay has quite an economy disadvantage, as he is also threatened by the Slaneshi Lord in the distance to not build this point, which is interesting. So the tech marine actually needed to go this way. Yeah, so we have 1, 2 scouts and 2 or 3 Thunderfire cannons, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Getting his points up to... He gets all the 3 tech marines out as well. Tech marines, 4 tech marines. 1, 2... Yeah, can get 4 tech marines. So you can more or less also get the flamer upgrade for those. Flamer upgrade is not only for the commanders but also for the tech marines. So he now knocks at the door, but there's already the Pursuit of Perfection and tier 2 on the way, now adding more warp turbines. As I said, your pleasure cultist squad gives you power, 0.5 per model. So this is half a generator just standing here, for example, so keep them alive if possible. So he now goes for some economy upgrades. cklempay that is and extends here right next to number space. And yeah, does he focus fire? He focus fire this point of access. This point he took down, but he needs to build a listening post over there to solidify. So 1 Thunderfire cannon goes back to defense duty, and 2 stay here. Very peculiar position, because if you have something that can shoot them, they will die really fast. Tier 2 is almost done. The Thunderfire cannons and scouts shooting basically everything they have in range. No real focus fire. Now shooting at the pursuit of perfection. Nothing really to be afraid of. Targeting down to this point now with the Thunderfire cannon. Yeah, okay, so the scouts are not in range. So basically also a very nice sweet spot. So no listening post can fire, but I see something. Yes, warp talents, as I suggested here, as I suspected. But other than that, he has only a few scouts upgraded, how should I say, not upgraded, reinforced, but you do not have, he does not seem to have any upgrades in terms of damage or health or anything. The warp talents are now out, it seems. Yes, so they can now deep strike, and there it comes. I didn't check if he got the grenades, but I think he does. So there should be a crack grenade flying here in a second. Boom, there goes one. Now he focuses down the second one. These are light vehicles. He tries to repair it, but the Slaneshi Lord with the plasma pistol, so these are the big power spike, took it down. The power spike is warp talents and plasma pistols. So you have now the Slaneshi Lord and warp talents, probably going for the second warp talent. Yes, it's a limit of 2. And tier 2, but tier 2 also almost up for cklempay, and he got a lot of generators, so probably going into the anvil and some razorbacks, as most people like to do. Listening post here gets taken down, so the map control goes back to number for now. Yeah, and the economy lead I think is as well, yeah, slight lead for now, but will get larger when he gets this point back. Slaneshi doing quite a damage on this part. We should not forget that he lost quite a lot of scouts and 3 Thunderfire cannons. The one on defense 2 he got back. So he's now replacing the scouts. At this point I would like to see a furnace, to be honest, because the scouts will not take you anywhere really against these warp talents, unless you go for special training and give them snipers, for example, or give them infiltration. The detection is only the cultists and a sorcerer. Okay, he goes for the Dark Knowledge Palace, and there's the sorcerer as well. Okay, so we have the first Razorback out, going for the assault cannon, as most people like to do, especially against the infantry. Infantry and heavy infantry that is flying and running around here. This is the right call. As a gunner or a storm bolter, and now also the assault cannon, dealing quite a lot of damage. But yeah, the warp talents just ignore it and go, yeah, screw you. I'm going for the anvil actually, so throwing a crack grenade. There's the second razorback out. There's gonna be a third, I guess, as soon as the resources for it arrive, but this is a lot of damage for these warp talents. They have activated their trucks, so they will not take any additional damage, or at least will not die, I think. Yeah, but they will die in droves once the trucks run out, and the warp will he go out, the razorback, the third razorback will go, or just in time. The repair of 2 tech marines kept this anvil alive just enough so he can get out his third razorback. So now counter offense, but look at the economy for cklempay. It's basically half of a numbers economy, because he has basically all the upgraded listening posts, probably got some upgrades in as well. Has now the War Machine Warp Portal and is halfway tier 3 already, so he is more or less holding out with the minimum forces, which is just the Warp Talents, the Sorcerer and the Lord. But there are 3 Razorbacks coming in. I think you want to take your time and take down this point of access before running into the base, trying to do additional damage. But there's one crack grenade, so he tries to focus down the Warp Talents, but he will not be able to kill a lot of them, I guess, let alone squad wipe them. Yeah, continue focusing down the listening post, decrease the economy, and yeah, get stuff up your own. What does he go for? Scouts heavy weapon training, very nice, very nice. So you can get heavy bolters or missile launchers, but you want to get the infiltration, you want to get the HP upgrade, and because these guys are dying very easily. I'm not sure if the targeters also affect special weapons. I would think so. One scout squad here in the middle got killed, so I think you have a limit of 4 scout squads, maybe 5. for the Salamanders because they are very versatile and very good. Another focus from the Warp tendency, but these guys can just drive away. Listening posts here not ready to not build up on I was trying to say. Another scouts were coming in, but scouts is nothing. These Warp talents will fear 2 crack grenades flying in, but it survives, so it can be rebuilt. Scout squads here taken at this point again, but now there is the Sonic Predator driving around, and this is this is really the sad time because he's tier 3 and cklempay is no way near tier 3. He can have the resources if he saves up a bit, but what does it bring you if you do not have an army to support it? So we see a second Sonic Predator needs the vehicle cap increase, which he gets also, and he goes for the Defiled Sanctuary, so he goes for Miriael, and just as I said, he starts Miriael Sabatiel. Yeah, there you go. These Warp talents here are just buying some time. Assault cannon going ham on them. They have the drugs up again. Both the leaders are still alive for a number here, so now we have probably there's the second Sonic Predator, so this is nothing you want to fight. The Sonic Predator drives back the Razorbacks, both of them. The listening post is being built up, but these Warp talents charging in, killing some scouts in seconds. There's some of the Sonic Predator. There were some missiles flying in, but as I said, you want to have probably some infiltration for them. This Legendary Sorcerer is your detection, however, so but Miriael is now built, can be deep strike on the map. Let's see where it is. Probably somewhere here on this attacking side. There's the Razorback being repaired. Looks like he's almost he's also started tier 3 now, but there's two Sonic Predators knocking at your door. Wow. Taking down the listening post as well, and taking your time getting this point. There is she incoming with the vulture, whatever. There she is. Has the sniper. The first upgrade stage, whatever this is, Mask of Slanish, all the upgrades in the world, and GG. Sorry, well played is called. Sonic Predators going ham on the base. So this first map goes to number 6567, so it's 1-0 for him. Loser picks the second map. Actually, cklempay is still in the game here, doing some stuff. Not the best manner to stay in the game and doing stuff when we call it GG. It could be that it is also Steam. We have now noise obliterators. These are summoned stuff from the sorcerer if you go for the Sisterhood, Fallen Sisterhood. So we have now noise obliterators, Miriael, 2 Sonic Predators, and 2 heroes in form of the Slaaneshi Sorcerer and Slaaneshi Lord. So this is a nice firing line here. Also the colors of number is the French colors and probably his banner. We see it just being started here is it's the Mad banner from the Parabellum tournament where Jagus made custom banners and badges for all the teams, and Mad was one team, and Mad is full French team. So finally he annihilated the enemy, so game 1 goes to number. As I said, the loser picks the second map, and cklempay picked Deadly Fun Archeology. So I see you in the second map, where we see if number will continue making this a 2-0, or if cklempay can tie it up and going into a deciders game. So see you in a second. And here we are in the second game of the match. As I said, cklempay still playing the Salamanders. The factions are set for the full best of 3 this is. I didn't tell you it's the best of 3, but it's best of 3, so it's now match point more or less for number. So we have on the left side on Deadly Fun Archeology we have cklempay playing the Salamanders. On the right side as the Emperor's Trojans we have number again, and you see this is now a different opener. He goes for a barracks processed conduit. I like this map quite a lot because you have this middle point, which makes so much difference. You normally only have like relics, criticals in the middle, which fighting for criticals is okay and nice, but getting a strategic point in the middle gives you so much more of an economy edge. Pursuit of Perfection. So this is a tier 2 rush. You can get fast tier 2 because your Pleasure Cultist would give you power, you see, +5 because he has 10 models, and then you have right enough to get to Pleasure Palace. We have another Thunderfire Cannon opener, goes for 2 Thunderfire Cannons and only 2 Scouts. Yeah, and this map, if you go for the middle, you can also get 3 Scouts, which gives you faster map control. Getting now the points up, and then let's see if he immediately clicks tier 2 or if he builds up his points. So this is a far safer approach, a more conservative approach. So let's see. 2 Thunderfire Cannons this time. And then the Tech Marine. So no third Thunderfire Cannon yet, or am I blind? No, it seems like 2. And that's very interesting. Let's see when he goes tier 2, because he has more or less now the resources for it. He will probably delay building more points. Yeah, so he goes for the tier 2 upgrade now. Got his points now, will get 1 relic later with these Pleasure Cultist Swords, and now wants to get for the critical location. Okay. What does he go for? Another generator, so okay. More of an eco build up this time. 2 generators. So he doesn't go for much right now as well. But tier 2 is started and 30% done for number. So you see he delayed to build up his points to get the edge in the attacking department. So he is building up this point and delayed building up this point. There you go. But yeah, there's no real aggression from ckempay, so he probably expected some aggression. Oh, also going for fast tier 2 himself, only 2 Thunderfire Cannons. So he had some army, whereas Number basically has no army to speak of. So a very rushy tier 2 going for grenades as well. So he is lucky that he didn't got attacked or anything early. So this would have taken him, how should I say, he would have been in trouble dealing with early aggression here. You could have early aggression in form of assault marines. So this would have been the perfect counter to this. But he goes for a conservative fast tier 2, and he goes for a very greedy fast tier 2. So right from the build orders, I would say Number is in the lead and goes for fast warp talents. No Slaneshi Lord, no nothing. A naked tier 2, you could say. Now adding 2 warp talents. Warp turbines, and yeah, adding the warp talents here. He did not even build up the strategic pointer, so this is a little mess up from ckempay not building up this point he got, because he basically pays for himself. He also could have gotten a scout for the criticals, so he was very passive, very defensive this game. So this is more or less a disadvantage already. Now we have a Thunderfire Cannon opening fire on the Warp Talents. Warp Talents were deep striked with the vision of the Pleasure Cultist squad, and now going ham. It's only like the first few models using the Krakenate immediately on the Thunderfire Cannon, killing it, going for the second Thunderfire Cannon. But the trucks will run out momentarily, and then you will lose models left and right and center, because these guys aren't the very tankiest guys. So one model goes down immediately, the second one here is holding on to dear life. But there's, now the Thunderfire Cannons are dead. There's nothing left except a few scouts. Tier 2 is done, but he goes for just more scouts. Okay, there's the anvil. Let's see. These warp talents will go ham here. Will kill the forge, and you cannot get really anything without a forge, I think, in tier 2. I don't think you can get Razorbacks without a forge. This Tech Marine will bite the dust as well. No, does he go for the HQ? Interesting decision. So yeah, he goes for a land speeder, because you cannot get Razorbacks without an armory. Is he rebuilding the forge somewhere? No, he does not have the economy now for it. He goes for the land speeder. Land speeder is very strong anti-infantry unit by itself, so he made the best out of it. And I think the land speeder in general is a better choice, because it's faster, And you see here, it's no joke, he has a flamer and a heavy bolter, and it's very fast, it can jump, so it can more or less follow those warp talents. Warp talents focusing down this anvil. Will they take it? Will they take it down, or will they lose a lot of models? Oh, both maybe. Maybe both. Synchronized attack here. It seems they will take down the anvil. They lose some models for it, but they quickly teleport out. There you go. Right, jumping right into a flamer, but they will survive. But there's no buildings apart from the HQ. So he adds a Promethean cult now. How is the tech progress for Number? Not really active. Also, he's economy-wise not ahead. So this is interesting. Normally he likes to go for economy. But yeah, he goes for aggression this time. And it kind of paid off. But he killed tech buildings and not economy. So let's see. So the land speeder goes in, eating a Krakenite. Was trying to kill the pleasure cultists here. Need pleasure slaves. Need to drink something. Sorry, my voice is kind of dry right now. I try to keep it going. One squad of warp talents, two squads of warp talents. So he took now the middle and immediately built the point of access. And even now decapping the critical location in the middle. He's jumping in more or less blindly with one squad. Will use a Krakenite on land speeder, but will lose models. Will lose quite a lot of health. The trucks will use, but the trucks will run out in a second or two. So he could kill the scouts, I guess. Sad scouts, indeed. Hold line. And there they go. Wow. What do we have here? We have a furnace. And what is he? Did he do something? He teched. Okay, he's... So the Promethean cult is... I was expecting some heroes like Chaplain Librarian, Duo with Melters and Flamers or something. But he just used it to get a cheap tier 3 going. So he has the smithery and upgrading and the furnace, so he can get some tier 3 Primaris or Terminators. Oh, the land speeder jumping in here was probably not the right choice. Jump right next to it. It's nice to jump with them, but not right with them. And there the second Krakenite will take it down. This sad Space Marine is dead. Yeah, warp talents will not be dealt with. Just Scout Marines. We have a lot of Scout Marines. I did not catch if there are Scout Marine training or anything. But yeah, warp talents are gone. Tech-wise, he has now added the Dark Knowledge Palace, so all the economy was used to get more economy, I guess. And now we have one Scout training in tier 3 for some reason. Marines and Gold will be attacked now. Not sure if it's worth adding the Anvil now. No furnace, however. So this anvil will not go up, I guess. Jesus, these pesky warp talents. He can and should, yeah, he's upgrading his listening post so that there is always something firing at the, yes, firing at the warp talents. He was not able to rebuild this point in time, so it's now decapped. Has now the special training, getting the anvil at this side. So if the anvil goes up, he goes even for the power upgrade. So he uses his resources he cannot spend because he got no production buildings. He now uses it to get more economy, which is okay. We have these this squad, and we have the Slanesh Sorcerer added. War Machine War Portal, quite a mouthful here, getting built so he can get tier 3 once this building is up. Resources are okay. Tier 3 is still already done for Mr. Cklempay. So what does he go for? He has now the anvil, so yes, the Predator is to be expected. Going for, he needs to go for the top cap upgrade. I would cancel the scouts if I was him and get the upgrade. Yes, he does just that. Firing with scouts at the warp talents, but the warp talents, yeah, these guys are on drugs here as well. You can see it. Shiny drug usage here. Don't do drug, kids. Don't do it. You will not get invincible with it. You will not be able to jump around and yeah. There you go. He tries to go for the anvil, but the anvil is producing a land raider, I was saying, a Predator. And for the information he has, Mr. cklempay is still tier 2, but now he sees the predator and is like, oh crap, he is tier 3 already. So this sorcerer getting shot by a lot of guns. So he needs to run away because this predator has almost 6k health. The forge is rebuilt, so he can now get these heavy flamers and also a mark pattern. He can go for inferno pattern or magma pattern against all this infantry and warp talents. I would suggest a inferno pattern, and he goes for magma pattern. Okay. He expects to see some vehicles, I guess. His number now taking up. He has seen all. Yes, he's almost tier 3 himself. Map control is numbers. Just quickly looking at the resources. Holy shit, he's double the resources basically of cklempay. So we have one magma pattern predator and another predator coming out, also going for magma pattern. Interesting, not upgrading the storm bolt on top. Has no infantry, but he is tier 3, so he should get furnace out to get some, or even the orbital relay beacon, whatever this was called. So the predator with the magma pattern are really good against these buildings, at least. So these buildings will die very easily. But that's something. Does he use it for the buildings? Yeah, he killed this listening post or point of access, and now this. These scouts get a grenade launcher. These scouts also have grenade launchers, so going all anti-vehicle, but there is some infantry right next to him in form of these warp talents. Warp talents throwing some more crack grenades, but these predators are very, very tanky. So what does he add now? Razorbacks. Okay, yeah, you can also add Razorbacks in tier 3 if you like. You can get an extra upgrade for them, but still the assault cannon probably the best one. Oh, we have 1-on-1 Sonic Predator versus Magma Pattern Predator of the Salamanders. The Salamanders easily win this one. Dedicated anti-vehicle tank versus more or less anti-everything tank. Nothing more built from the warp portal, but we see a grand amount of hedonism, so we know he's tier 3. He goes for Lucius and gets now Phoenix Guard Terminators. You can get 2 of those. These guys will pack a punch, indeed. To have here. What's getting built? More vehicle cap increase to get more Razorbacks, I guess. This interestingly, these guys are still here. They will watch with the dead eyes. Oh Jesus! Oh my God! He killed quite a lot of stuff. Even the Dark Knowledge Baddies. So this is KB squad is now here. Marines, Tau, and everything. But look at the armor of the Marines. I didn't notice that. Ultramarines it is, right? Look at the detailed armor of those guys. Jesus Christ. Big Ultramarines. Wow. Never knew that. Oh, is this infiltrated stuff? Infiltrated warp talents, I guess. Yes, he did go for the infiltrated warp talent upgrade. So these are now more annoying than ever. We have now assault cannon. Is it assault cannon? Yes. Yes, you can get now the multi-melter in tier 3, I think. But he has quite a lot of AV in form of the predators. Is the second predator still alive? It is. So he can take down any vehicles, but there's a Phoenix Guard Terminators. Those are pretty much good against everything in the book. Just very good. Terminators do not have as much HP than the other Terminator brethren of other schools, I was going to say, like the normal Terminators of other factions, but they have quite a lot of damage, so the big damage for basically all Militiae is still present. 2 Razorbacks. These scouts try to cap this point, but okay, they focus this down. Now the Magma Pattern Predators trying to go for a flank, but these are Magma Patterns. They will not deal so much damage against these Phoenix Guard Terminators, so he was more or less expecting, I think, more Sonic Predators. This Predator will survive, just survive, but there's some infiltrated warp talents. They will probably kill this Predator. Yes, just going down in the back, exploding. We have the 3 Razorbacks now. Now the economy is just skyrocketing out of control. I see anything built here. Oh, Tech Marine. No Furnace, no Primaris here, only Predators. In a far grim, dark, far future, we only have Razorbacks and Predators. Now these guys standing in heavy cover having this lovely lip symbols above them. Come on and kiss me, they say. Sorcerer still alive. Warp Talents, Infiltrated going back. And we have Lucius. The one and only Lucius. He can summon the Cacophony, and there it is, the Cacophony squad, his special Honor Guard squad. These guys with, this is guitars, but you can get a guitarist, the soloist it's called. Here, the soloist. He has a big guitar himself. Hopefully he will get built. But yeah, economy wise it's very dire for Mr. Cklempay. Even the Warpsmith, the Noise Artisan, not the Warpsmith, the Noise Artisan, if you go for all the, you can get up to 4 pleasure slaves, and if you go for, he is the best builder in the game, the fastest building speed of all builders there is. Very nice. 2 fully reinforced Phoenix Guard Terminators now closing in the distance. We have the Cacophony now. What does he go for? He did go for Fabius Bile. And now goes for the soloist as well, so we will see the guitar guy having a Slanesh is also fighting here. Some scout squads getting minced. Okay, they survived somehow, so the Cacophony killed them. And here we have a Salted Fire Line, we have the Soul Terminators running in, so this is something I thought would be very effective, because they can tie up these guys in melee, but they die before they can do anything. Oh, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. There's a firing line of Razorbacks and Predators, but these guys stand in, what is it, heavy cover, so they just don't care. We also have now the Slaneshi Terminator Lord, so if you have the Emperor Surgeon selected, you will see him in the title screen. Here we have an in-game with the multi-colored drugs input on the back. And yeah, let's see if we can see the soloist. Is there the soloist? I think this is the soloist. Can we go to him? Yeah, it is. Or is it just the Cacophony? Oh no, this is the soloist doing some solos, playing some solos. Quite a lot of noise. There's the Terminators glowing, and it's GG well played is called. Good luck in the tourney, so well mannered guys here overall. And yeah, wow. Matt number can make it a 2-0 victory against Cklempay. The matchup is really interesting, I have to say. I don't think I have ever casted Salamanders versus Emperor's Children yet, but yeah, every day is a new matchup, I guess. A lot of cool squads being fielded. Not a lot of vehicles, because he saw the magma pattern Predators, so he was like, I don't get any vehicles anytime soon, so he doubled down on all the infantry, and you can do it with Lucius. With all the Terminators. You can even do it with Miriel with the Fallen Sister. Did he try to go for tier 4 by any chance? He was halfway. He was halfway tier 4 already, so there would be even more hurt if he was able to go tier 4. I think the Party Raider gets to have flamer weapons if you fight Salamanders, so this would be something special. But yeah, the game is over now. The game realized that it's over. So congratulations to Number for reaching the round of 4. We will see who will his opponent will be. I think next week I will cast the next game, which is JPdraws against Vasya Okren. So each one of those two guys will fight Number in the round of 4. The other two guys, Cklempay and the loser from the next, will have a chance to fight in the, I call it quote unquote, the best loser FFA, where you can win at least €1. So yeah, there's still money for grabs even if you lose the first round. This is more or less the idea of it. Okay, I hope you liked it, and yeah, expect more coverage from me and the other casters, that is Mr. Landshark and Dream On FKR, within the next weeks. So yeah, if you liked it, leave a like. If you have comments, leave a comment. Yeah, as usual guys, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.